Hello everyone, it's day 29 of Top Dogtober, and I'm feeling quite confident. It's really close to the end, really close to our forfeit, and hopefully, if you've been watching these videos this whole month, you found it really useful. And if you haven't, well, thanks for coming back anyway, because you've given me some views. Remember, every 1,000 views I get is an extra point for me against Hayden. The other guys have been doing the other videos every other day. Anyway, you know the drill. It's day 29, and you know what happens at this point in the video. I show you our great deal. Go to our website. You can use our Top Dogtober code Otto at the end, but you get premium lessons for preparation for the 11+. You get full lesson videos, you get homeworks to download, and those homeworks practice exactly what you've gone through in each lesson. You get 4 of those every single week for a whole year. That is tons of stuff for you to practice and get better and better at. Just go to our website, add it to your cart, and put in the code Vote Dylan, because that means you're going to get a nice chunky discount. Now, let's jump straight into our lesson, shall we? You know all that good stuff. If you sign up, remember, you get me a point. Hayden, I hope, will be facing the Hot Sauce Challenge very soon, guys. That is going to be at day 31. So, anyway, last time with Hayden, he had a look at measurements and converting measurements, and we have a question here for you to have a go at. Hopefully, you put your answer in yesterday's video. If you didn't, you can do it right now. Go and have a look or work it out right here. It's the same question. Find the sum of these measurements. First thing is you need to know that sum is addition. So we're going to add up all of these measurements together, but the problem is meters, centimeters, meters, millimeters. It's nonsense if all the units are different. They have to be the same. So what we're going to do is convert them all into meters, as you can see above here. Add them all up, line up a decimal place. You can put a placeholder here if you really want to. That's up to you. But the answer is 10 meters in total now. Looking at all of these numbers here, there's no way you'd imagine that they'd add up to 10. But they do once you've done your converting. That's how these questions work. But today, aren't you in for a treat? Because we have created our very own verbal reasoning question. Now, you might be thinking, that's not helpful. Why would you create your own one? I want to practice what's in the real test. Well, because in the real test, you constantly get questions that have never been seen before. So we're going to try and give you that kind of experience today. What is it we're looking at? Well, we're looking at anagrams. Because verbal reasoning always tests your vocabulary skills, but it sometimes tests your spelling as well. And this is exactly what this question will do. What are anagrams, you might be asking? Well, anagrams are formed when the letters of words are rearranged. Now, if you look really carefully at these words, I've already done that, haven't I? I've scrambled up these letters. They're not in the right order, but weirdly, your brain can actually read it sometimes. It's very strange. I want to talk to you about the circle method. Okay, so before we go into the question type, this is not the real question type. I'm going to teach you how to solve anagrams better. You'll be given anagrams like this, 5 letters in a row, but it's really annoying sometimes because you might want to rejumble these letters in a different order to help you. At the minute, I'm just thinking of sumo. That's not really helping me at all. So what you can do is the circle method. The circle method's really, really simple. In this word, you have 5 letters. Arrange them into a circle shape, just like this. What am I missing here? S-O-U-M-E. I nearly forgot there. And now they're in a circle, it helps your brain to see the letters more clearly. You can make links across the circle rather than just seeing S and U together. We might want to change that around in our brain. All of a sudden, the S I can match up with pretty much any letter here. Same with this one here, Sabalt and Krepsi. I want you to pause the video, see if you can solve what 3 words are those when you unscramble all of those letters. They're all linked. They're all things I might find here on my desk. So the first one is mouse, M-O-U-S-E, mouse. The next one here is, have you got it? T-L-B. Did you think it was table? Not true. Blast. Okay, so blast is the word there. And the last one, Krepsi. Krepsi. What on earth is going on with Krepsi? Well, it's a speaker. Now, obviously, the longer the word, the trickier it's going to be to try and solve it. Simple as that. But this isn't the question type we've come up with, because in 11+, the question types usually have more than one step. It won't just say, unscramble these words. No. So here's what we've created. You need to unscramble the anagram inside of a sentence, and we see here with the capital letters, and find the missing letter. So let's take a look at the first question to see what we mean. I'm going to talk it through first. The owner hurt the dog's ball in a game of fetch. Now, 2 ways you can work this out. Firstly, you can look at the letters that are there, try and rearrange them. But the problem with that method is there's one letter missing, and that's what we're going to have to try and find out here. So it would be quite tricky simply just to look at the 4 letters and try and think what's missing. You might be able to do that. That's fine. What you can do though is read the sentence for a bit of context, because the sentence has to make sense. What might you do with a ball in a game of fetch with a dog? Well, I think throw it. So past tense of throw is through. I'm going to write out through here, and it's also, of course, testing your spelling as well as your vocab. And I'm looking here at the 4 letters. I've got an H, I've got a T, I've got an R, and I've got an E. What letter is missing to make through? It's a W. So we put a circle around B. We get the mark right. So that's how this question type works. You've got to unscramble the letters and find out which letter's missing to make the sentence make sense. Now you know how to do it. You're going to have a go at this one yourself. Then we'll go through it together. Did you know a ngueni is a bird which can't fly? Here's our clue. It's a bird which can't fly. Also, what I want you to do is look at some letters that are quite unusual to go together. I see G-U-N-E. I see I don't often see these letters together is what I'm trying to say. There are not many words where we see these letters coming in. All right. Now you might be thinking straight away, and this will help us later. Is it something with ing? It's always good to look at suffixes and prefixes in anagrams to try and get rid of them. Well, ing is good, but this isn't a verb. This is the name of the thing. It is a bird. So we're trying to think of a type of bird. If you have knowledge of birds that can't fly, like an ostrich, for example, this might help you. Obviously not in this case, because that's not an ostrich. The answer to this one is P. Can you see why? If you got it, well done. If you didn't, it's because the answer is P-E-N-G-U-I-N. And this is what the 11 plus will do. It'll put together vowels like U and I. It's quite rare that we see U and I together. We do see it in words like guilty and things like that, but never often making the W sound. Penguin. So it's always going to be testing your sounds as well. Spelling, vocabulary, sounds. That's what verbal reasoning will be testing. So, okay, you know how this question type works. Have a go at this one. See if you can master it. This one is where we're really going to use the context clues in the sentence to help us. Take your time and be Well, what are you being as a descriptive word if you're taking your time? This is where your vocab and your understanding what words mean comes in, because the word is patient. Now we know it's patient and we know it works. It's testing our spelling. We've got a P, an A, a T. Aha, we're missing the I. So it would say patent without the I. Excuse my dodgy E. It would say patent without the I. The I here changes everything. It changes this TI into a sh sound. So it's always going to be doing that. It's always going to be trying to trick you out. We're missing an I, so the answer is D. Have a go at this next one for me, and then you've got one to give me in the comments, but I will go through this one first. So have a go, see what you get. Now, this is where earlier I talked about that ing, because this is a verb. Stop, for information. If you see the word stop, the thing after is probably going to be a verb. Stop laughing. Stop crying. It's going to be something that's going on. And here we can see ing. Okay, so ing. It's pretty safe that's going to come at the end. I've got a P and an R. Okay, a P and an R. So what's it going to be? Quite simply, we now need to use the context clues. So if you're trying to get information out of someone, this is where it's testing your vocabulary and your vocabulary knowledge, okay? The word is prying. If you pry away at something, you're not letting it go. You're going on and on. Come on, tell me, what's happened? That's prying away. So the word here is prying. The letter is a Y. It's a tricky one, but that is the correct answer for this question. It works in the sentence and it works with the context of trying to get information. So you know what that means, guys. It's your turn. Let us know in the comments if you know the answer to this one. This is my last video of Top Dogtober, because tomorrow's day 30 with Hayden and 31 is the chili challenge. Please watch my videos, sign up with my code, and let's see Hayden do some hot sauce challenge. Guys, catch you next time.